Hello and welcome back to my library. If you're new here, my name is Krystal and you are watching Fun Book Reviews. So let's talk about what I'm going to read in the month of October. So I'm one of those crazy people that decided that they like to join multiple book clubs. So I have my In Real Life book club. I have Brad Reed's book club, which is a book club that I have from Bookstagram. And then I also have an Australian book club that I am a part of from Bookstagram called the Book Club Biddies. And then I also join heaps of buddy reads because I just can't say no. This month I have quite a few books on my TBR, so wish me luck. First up is The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. So this is my Brad Reed's book club choice. This was recommended from one of our members, Courtney. This follows the story of four sisters that were accused of witchcraft and they were sentenced to death effectively. And when they were killed, it left a curse on the town which has never been broken until now. I was lucky enough to have some of the Twisted Tales sent to me from Scholastic Australia. So this month, with it being time to read some spooky reads, I figure Twisted Fairy Tales is like perfect time. So first up is Reflection. So this follows if Mulan went to the underworld. Then we have A Tale as Old as Time, and this follows if Belle's mother cursed the beast, which I think is a cool little twist. And then we have A Whole New World, which is what if Aladdin didn't find the lamp. I'm most excited for this one. I think this is going to be awesome because I'm a huge Aladdin fan. Next up, I plan on reading A Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. This was gifted to me in my birthday book haul. If you want to check that out, it is on my Instagram page. And I've heard nothing but rave reviews about this one. This one follows Viv, who in 1982 decides to travel to the Sundown Motel and mysteriously disappears. And then we fast forward to 2017, where Viv's niece decides to find out what happened to her auntie and why she mysteriously disappeared. And so she goes to Sundown Motel and realizes that nothing has changed since 1982 and things are still just as creepy and just as haunted. And I'm all for ghosts. I'm all for this creepiness. Everyone has told me that they just get super chills when they read this book, so I'm down for it. Next, I'll be reading In Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. This was gifted to me by my partner Anthony for my birthday last year, or Christmas, a really long time ago. It's been on my shelf for far too long. So I figure it's time to pick up some of my backlisted thrillers for the month of October. But this follows the story of Nora, and she's best friends with Claire. And she hasn't seen Claire for almost 10 years until out of the blue she receives an invitation to a hen's weekend in the dark, dark woods. And shit goes down. And I think it's only fair that if I'm going to read one of Ruth Ware's backlists, I should also read one of her most recent, which is The Turn of the Key. This is my In Real Life book club choice. We have 2 book choices each month, and this is one of them. So this follows the story of Rowan. She decides to take on a nannying position, which almost seems too good to be true, and it ends up with a dead baby and her in a cell awaiting trial for murder. I've heard it also has a level of spook, so I figure why not pull it out in October. I also want to read The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. This is a very, very backlisted In Real Life book club choice that I didn't get around to reading, but I am so excited for because everybody at book club loved it. I just didn't have the time to read it, and then I haven't had a chance to since. But I have finally acquired the audiobook of this as well, so I'm going to listen to this one while I also read along. So this follows Alicia. So she is happily married and then out of the blue shoots her husband 5 times. And then when she's put into a psychiatric hospital, she decides to be completely mute or doesn't speak. And then there's Theo, who is the therapist who thinks that he can treat her better than anyone else can. That's all I know. I just hear it's really good. Another backlist book club choice, because I'm obviously horrible, is Long Bright River by Liz Moore. This is the Brad Reed's book club choice from the month of August. It was my birthday month. I got a little distracted. I did get about 40 pages into it in the month of August and then just never picked it up again. Not because I wasn't liking it, I just had other books that were grabbing my attention at the time. But this follows the story of a police officer who notices a trend of sex workers dying from mysterious causes and being blamed as overdoses. She's concerned that her sister might be the next one, so she's now spending her time trying to solve who the killer is before her sister is the next victim. The other in real life book club choice that we will be reading for Bond Book Club is The Butterfly Garden by Dot Hutchinson. This is part of a series, I think. I think it's the first book in the series. I've heard only good things, I guess. I haven't really heard a lot about it. All I know about this series is that it follows a serial killer who collects women and then tattoos them with like butterfly tattoos or something like that. And then a survivor is found and brought in for questioning, and then like events happen. I kind of want to stay blind. I don't really want to find out any more than that, because the less I know, the more I'll enjoy it. I find the more I find out about thrillers, the less that I like them, because I kind of know too much, or I can easily predict what's going to happen in the end. So I read less about a book. I just jump in if someone tells me to read it. So, yeah. So these are the books that I will be attempting to read in the month of October. These are my October hopefuls. Let's see how I do, shall we? I think I may have overcommitted, but I do have the first week of October off, visiting family though. But I think my family should know by now that all I do is read, so hopefully I'll get some done. So thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to see more bookish content. Also check out my Bookstagram and follow me on there where I post more bookish content each day. And if you want, feel free to let me know if you're reading any of these books this month as well, and we can have a chat. Until next time, happy reading!